Other research analysts have also issued research reports about the stock. Oppenheimer Holdings Incorporated restated an outperform rating and set a $24 price target, up previously from $18, on shares of Boingo Wireless in a research note on Wednesday, August 9. Benchmark company upped their price objective on shares of Boingo Wireless from $18 to $24 and gave the stock a buy rating in a report on Friday, August 4. Jefferies Group LLC reaffirmed a buy rating and set a $20 price objective, up from $17, on shares of Boingo Wireless in a report on Wednesday, August 9. Bidisk Club raised shares of Boingo Wireless from a sell rating to a hold rating in a report on Wednesday, July 12. Finally, Zacks Investment Research downgraded shares of Boingo Wireless from a buy rating to a hold rating in a report on Friday, July 7. Two analysts have rated the stock with a sell rating, one has issued a hold rating and 8 have assigned a buy rating to the stock. The company presently has an average rating of buy and an average target price of $21.37. Shares of Boingo Wireless, NASDAQ WIFI, traded up $2.99 on Friday, hitting $25.10. 2,122,338 shares of the stock traded hands, compared to its average volume of 377,585. The company has a debt-to-equity ratio of 0.11, a quick ratio of 0.47, and a current ratio of 0.47. Boingo Wireless, NASDAQ WIFI, last announced its quarterly earnings results on Thursday, November 2. The technology company reported 9 cents EPS for the quarter, topping the Thomson Reuters' consensus estimate of 13 cents by 4 cents. Boingo Wireless had a negative net margin of 11.75% and a negative return on equity of 23.73%. The company had revenue of $53.66 million for the quarter, compared to analyst estimates of $50.22 million. During the same quarter in the prior year, the business posted 15 cents EPS. Boingo Wireless's quarterly revenue was up 31.5% on a year-over-year basis. Research analysts forecast that Boingo Wireless will post -0.66 earnings per share for the current year. In other Boingo Wireless news, insider Derek Peterson sold 50,000 shares of the stock in a transaction on Monday, September 11. The shares were sold at an average price of $20.80 for a total value of $1,040,000. Following the completion of the sale, the insider now directly owns 60,496 shares of the company's stock, valued at approximately $1,258,316.80. The sale was disclosed in a legal filing with the SEC, which is available through the SEC website. Also, CEO David Hagan sold 60,000 shares of the stock in a transaction on Friday, August 11. The shares were sold at an average price of $18.39 for a total transaction of $1,103,400. Following the completion of the sale, the chief executive officer now directly owns 621,853 shares of the company's stock, valued at $11,435,876.67. The disclosure for this sale can be found here. Over the last 90 days, insiders have sold 270,778 shares of company stock valued at $5,291,249. 7.70% of the stock is owned by insiders. Institutional investors have recently modified their holdings of the business. Legal & General Group plc boosted its holdings in Boingo Wireless by 3.9% in the second quarter. Legal & General Group plc now owns 9,149 shares of the technology company's stock valued at $137,000 after purchasing an additional 341 shares during the period. Royal Bank of Canada boosted its holdings in Boingo Wireless by 1.3% in the second quarter. Royal Bank of Canada now owns 10,448 shares of the technology company's stock valued at $156,000 after purchasing an additional 135 shares during the period. Hubs Asset Management Americas Incorporated bought a new stake in Boingo Wireless in the first quarter valued at $159,000. Aperio Group LLC bought a new stake in Boingo Wireless in the second quarter valued at $164,000. Finally, American Century Companies Incorporated bought a new stake in Boingo Wireless in the second quarter valued at $164,000. 88.63% of the stock is owned by hedge funds and other institutional investors. Boingo Wireless Company Profile. Boingo Wireless Incorporated is a provider of commercial mobile wireless fidelity, Wi-Fi, Internet solutions and indoor direct attached storage (DAS) services. The company operates as a service provider of wireless connectivity solutions across its managed and operated network and aggregated network for mobile devices such as laptops, smartphones, tablets and other wireless-enabled consumer devices.